All right, so we just saw components, and components are great for going to one or two states, but actually components can do multiple states, which I didn't mention. So if I have, let's have the main one right here, I could add another state. You see, notice here, I already did it just to show you, because I did the video. But here I would just add, some new state, give it another name, and then, right, maybe when you click one part here, I go to this state. When you click one part here, I go to this state, right? That's great. Like, say I'm building a form, right? And you want like a button that says enter, you want a button that says cancel, or something like that, right? So you have two different things that happen. You can go ahead and do these states, right? But what if you want one that doesn't rely on taps? Maybe you want to tap something and go through multiple states in a timed version, and that's what this auto animation is for. So to show you what I mean, I'm going to take this heart, right? The heart's going to grow first and then eventually get, kind of get filled in, right? Kind of like the interaction when you click like you like something. Now, this is a pain. You notice I have it on 3 artboards. So the only way to do this is you'd have to have multiple artboards. And so generally speaking, you would build your first state, duplicate your artboard, duplicate it again, right? Or however many states you have. And when you set these transitions to auto animate, it will look at what's on the artboard and try to change anything that's the same on the artboard. So that's why you should duplicate it and then just go ahead and work on its that object. So notice I have this heart drawn, right? And so when I duplicate it, I made it bigger, then I duplicated that and I filled it in. So we have to go into our prototype. I say, let's make an interaction, right? I tap, or, probably easier, I like to just drag it out here, right? I want to go to this artboard, right? I need to, instead of a transition, I want to auto animate, right? And so let's just see that right there. Right here, I click on it, there it goes. It got bigger. Notice I had set it to the bounce, right? I had it on the bounce easing because I think for a heart that makes a lot of sense. You can use whichever one you want. Now when I get to this artboard, I don't want it to hang here. I want to get to this state. So this time I need to actually put instead of putting, because I'm not going to tap on that, I just need to be listening on this artboard. So when I take this artboard, I just selected this artboard and I'm going to drag it to the next artboard. When you have an artboard selected, you'll actually get a new thing in here called time. So if I hit time here and I can select what the delay is, and I'll just leave it at 0, right? And leave our easing at bounce. And now when I hit this, right? There it is. You notice that it animated whatever kind of states it could between the two, right? It's not perfect, right? Obviously, it definitely didn't look perfect, right? But it's as good as we're going to get for prototyping purposes, right? You could obviously play with things over here to get it. But that's the whole purpose of auto animate. Auto animate works with, a lot of different types of transitions. It just looks for a beginning state and tries to interpolate between those two states. You saw that when we hit downloaded, right, in auto animate mode, and it went ahead and grew and shrunk as necessary. And that's the point of auto animate.